Okay, this is a different type of video I'm making. Today, I'm going to throw my hat into the ring with something which is not going to be controversial at all. And that is to do with Doctor Who reactionaries. And I'm going to say it right off the bat. I'm not going to mess about. I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of hearing all of this toxic crap, whether it's on YouTube or any other platform on the internet, because, oh man, I knew that they'd all be out in force after the latest episode of Doctor Who. All I need to do is just type in Doctor Who on YouTube and then scroll down just for a little bit, and lo and behold, we get all of these clickbaity titled videos. You have Black Gay Doctor Who is a massive woke flop. You know, that title alone is not only racist but also homophobic. They're blaming those two agendas on Doctor Who's ratings falling. First of all, Doctor Who's ratings are lower, but it's not because of this reason. So that is a whole pile of wank right there. Let's have a look at another one. Doctor Who Rogue ratings are terrible. R.I.P. Doctor Who. That has an image of the Doctor and Rogue kissing. Yeah, go figure. I wonder if that's the moment Doctor Who died, because, you know, I'm pretty sure that a lot of these Doctor Who reactionaries have never said the phrase R.I.P. Doctor Who in their whole life before. Very original, isn't it? You know, I'm going to say this much. The kiss in Rogue, as there are a couple of flaws in that story. I enjoy the story overall, but that's besides the point. The kiss, I thought, was very well executed. The sad thing about it was, when me and my girlfriend watched it, yeah, we were very pleased because, you know, I thought it felt earned. I thought that the way that the Doctor's romance with Rogue was handled was very good. The thing that we remarked, though, as soon as it happened, I just thought, oh no, there's going to be people that are going to be running onto YouTube and then talking about this, saying all kinds of horrible things that is homophobic. I didn't expect the racism, but that's even worse as well, isn't it? They're both just as bad as each other. I just want to say that I'm not the type of person who really makes these types of videos, but I feel like I need to call out all of these people now, because it's very boring, especially for 2024. We live in an age where you still have homosexuals and people of colour who are not accepted because of those very reasons. They're categorized, and you could go even further to say that for other things like gender. It's just a whole, like, why are we even talking about this? We're in 2024, and then what's worse is the fact that these people on YouTube, like Ryan Kennel, Mr. H Reviews, they get tons of views on YouTube, far more than my channel. And look, if these channels had critical reviews of Doctor Who episodes where they criticise the show for its writing, or, you know, your other usual tropes of TV shows, then I'd say fair enough. But then you've got a lot of these channels, and you've got usual suspects like Balstrick. I mean, stay away from that channel. Then you've got other ones like Nerdrotic, or Moronic, as I like to call it. And, you know, they're always like fast. They always use the same excuse. Oh yeah, it's all an agenda. It's all to push the message. Yeah, having a female doctor, it was all an agenda. It was all political. I'm just thinking, do you even watch the show? I mean, I'm certain that a few of them will watch the show, and, you know, I'm not going to take that away from them. If they're fans of Doctor Who, then fair enough. But then what makes me laugh is the fact that you have R.I.P. Doctor Who said by the same individuals constantly. You see the problem there? It's said by the same individuals constantly. If you don't like it, then I can let you in a little secret. You don't have to watch it anymore. Wow. Mind-blowing. Who knew that you could just choose not to watch it? Because, you know, Doctor Who is a TV show. You're not obligated to watch it. It goes for anything else, you know, TV show, game, film, even books, you know, any form of medium. You don't have to engage with it. But yet, they still carry on, and then they just seem to get a lot out of criticising it for all the wrong reasons. It's really tragic, really. Gotta really say it, it's so tragic to see all of these people with these sad, outdated views in this day and age, but I guess that's what the world's come to. Another example is History Debunked. They go even further in their video, where they more or less say outright Nazi things, and the comments that I've seen on that video are awful. I like to give a shout out to Mr. TARDIS, because he made this individual known to me in a video that he uploaded earlier today, so big shout out to him. And I completely agree with Mr. TARDIS in his video, and how he outed this individual, and how he's outed a lot of individuals through the years. I think we need to say more things about this, because at the end of the day, there are people out there who are black. There's people out there who are gay. You have women. And yet, the impression I get with all these reactionaries is they all have a problem with these categories. Everyone had a problem of this corner of the fandom, at least not everyone, but this corner of the fandom had a problem with the fact that the Doctor was a woman. They had a problem with the fact that the Doctor's a black man. They had a problem with the fact that the Doctor's gay. I mean, even the fact that it's an interracial kiss, I mean, does it really matter? And to be honest with you, no. It's Doctor Who. It's a time travel show about an alien who lived for thousands of years. You're telling me that they've never kissed a person of the same gender? They probably have, but because it's never been shown on TV, at least in a romantic way, until Rogue came out, all the reactionaries were quick to go onto YouTube and criticize it for this one reason, and then not even focus on the rest of the story, and then they're quick to point out that the viewing figures are falling down because of this little thing, despite the fact that usually in a TV show, viewing figures seem to always go down at a steady pace. They make it out to sound like it's a complete ratings disaster, when in reality, I think that for the most part, the ratings have been largely consistent in this series. Yeah, it's gone down a little bit, but it's not dipped. It's just gone down at a steady pace, but that's normal. I think it would have been more problematic if it like went from, say, let's just say for instance it was 10 million views and then it went from like 10 million to 2 million in 1 week. That is far from it. It's only dropped by like a few 100,000 or maybe 1 million. That's it. And we're 6 episodes into the series, so I have no clue where they get this information from. But of course, because of the fact that it is a gay kiss, it's an interracial kiss, the main character is a black man, yeah, let's blame that. That's the reason why the ratings are falling. So far from the truth. The reality is the ratings are not even a disaster because viewing habits have changed. Lesser people watch TV in general. The overnight viewing, no one really cares anymore. It's all about the consolidated figures, and hey, consolidated figures over 7 days and over 28 days, yeah, they are lower, and you could put that down to many other things, but one thing that you should never ever put it down to is all of these politics, because if that's the case, then the show wouldn't exist. Doctor Who doesn't change to survive. It survives because of change. That's what I said a few videos ago, and I stand by that quote. It's just a pity that certain individuals online don't seem to do that. So I call out all of those people who are homophobic, racist, and misogynist, completely against gender politics, because, you know, someone might watch that and get really triggered by it, but they don't really think about that because, you know, at the end of the day, all they're thinking about is the metrics of their views, and they want to make the books. That's all it's about. And it makes me question whether they are really Doctor Who fans. And I think if you're a real Doctor Who fan, then you know that it is a show that embraces change. And yet, these people are stuck in the 1920s, or even further back for that matter. It's quite tragic, really. You know, Doctor Who, the character is, you know, they can be anything. They can change gender. They can be played by a black man, and it's always going to be a problem to some people because they're racist and they're Nazis and they hate women. So there you have it. I've said all I need to say. If you've watched this all the way through, then thank you, I appreciate it. Please keep the comments civil, because if I see anything that's remotely racist or homophobic, anything toxic, it's gone. Don't even think about it. And one last thing, happy Pride Month.